Hey y'all, welcome to Track Tigger. Tigger is in the car right now because he was being stubborn. But if you're tracking us, we are at the Painted Desert in the Petrified National Forest in Arizona. It's about 20 miles east of Holbrook, Arizona. I don't know the name of the actual town, but this is the north end of the forest and the desert. I went to the visitor center, and apparently the petrified wood part of the forest is down towards the southern end. So I'll be making our way down there, but I wanted to get a beginning video for you guys. And I may be just taking video as I'm driving, just because it'll probably be easier that way, but we'll see how it goes. One thing that I think is fascinating, one, just the different colors, and it's probably hard to tell from the video, but even just the different textures of the desert itself. Some of it is sandy, others rocky. Of course, you have the different colors, and then all the different types of vegetation that you see. It's also interesting. It kind of is like you're on the moon, except I don't think the moon would be this pretty. This is not the reason why I stopped at this particular lookout point. I stopped so I could get this, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it, or if I'll even be able to zoom in close enough for you to see it. If I can find it again. I just took my glasses off. Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. But yeah, you're probably not going to be able to see it. Right in the center of the screen right now is a snow-covered mountain. I noticed it as I was coming around the bend up at the top of this road. And what interested me was when I was coming over from Albuquerque to here, I would see snow-covered mountains, but it was like 80 degrees outside. So it was just kind of strange to have it so warm, but yet still see snow on mountains. And before I got to Holbrook, I did see a sign that we were at like 6,000 feet high. So it is quite elevated up here. And just to prove that I did not leave Tigger behind, there he is. He always wants to drive, but I tell him he's not old enough, even though technically I guess he is old enough in dog years, but I just haven't had time to teach him. So I was traveling and I saw this old vehicle here and didn't know what it was about. And I don't know if this is going to tell me. I don't think it will, but I think it has something to do with Route 66. This year is actually the 100th year of the Mother Road. And Albuquerque and Holbrook are both on Route 66. And you can tell that like some places are starting to come back, like with stores and restaurants. But it is sad to see like the old abandoned restaurants and stores. I can't even imagine what it would be like in its heyday. But this is what I was talking about earlier with like the different types of vegetation. Like that bush is like kind of wispy. And then you have this, which kind of looks more dead, even though it does have leaves on it. I don't see any well, no, there's a couple cactus out there. But just like the different kinds of vegetation that can live out here at the visitor center, I did see purple flowers. But here are some yellow flowers. So even in such a hostile environment, you can still get beauty. And from the north end to the south end of the park is about 25 miles. So I don't know how many times I'll stop, because I'm not sure how long it would, this video would be. But we shall see. Oh, baby. Oh, you're a good boy. Okay, so this is the Porco River. The reason why I'm showing you this is because even from like Amarillo, Texas to here in Arizona, it has been so dry. Like, obviously there's no water going through this right now. And it's just been very, well, in Albuquerque it was hot and dry. Here it's kind of cool, but I just can't imagine. I mean, I guess that's why it's a desert, because they don't get much rain. But almost every river I came across, there wasn't any water in it. If there was, it was just like a little tiny stream. So I'm going to guess from the scenery around here that I'm getting closer to what they refer to as the Blue Mesa. Obviously I can't see right now because Tigger is blocking my view, so I don't even know if I'm getting this, but because apparently it looks blue there. And I'm not quite to the Blue Mesa yet, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to take much video because Tigger is trying to get up front here, but I just wanted to take a little bit of video while I could. Hey Tigger. Here's a Tigger. That's just what it reminds me of. That's beautiful though. This would be a good time to have a friend with me to be able to take video and pictures instead of me trying to do this while I'm driving. But I am making sure there is nobody around me when I'm doing this. So I'm a Gemini, so I'm curious by nature. And, you know, with doing a lot of driving, I think about weird stuff. Like back in the day before there was automobiles and people had to travel by horse and covered wagon, or even just by horse, like how long it must have taken to get places. But even just getting to see what they saw, you know, like how do they know where to go? I don't know, it fascinates me. Okay, we are getting to the Blue Mesa area, and I'll just explain something now that, not that you care, but so I'm doing this with a phone camera, and if I go out of a recording to take a picture, then I have to start a new recording. So there will be 2 recordings for this. We're going to consider this the north part of the desert, or the forest monument, whatever park, because when I get up here, and I'm going to want to take pictures. All right, we're at the Blue Mesa. There's still a little bit of the road to go before I turn around, but I want to get pictures here too, so I'm going to take video and then stop. But just before we reach this point, I did see some petrified wood, and if you look closely enough, you can see some there. Should be in the middle of the screen. and smaller pieces down there. But I will stop here to take pictures.